And the Dallas Cowboys now launching into a hate.
Where are we going?
A week later than some of the other.
I'm in the flood.
That means that Bill Belichick is in North Carolina, Mike Vrabel is in New England, and the Cowboys cannot.
I did it. Me and Bobo.
And Ben Johnson and Detroit Steve Spagnuolo and Matt Nagy.
That was our first one.
But they can and will conduct a search here to try to find the of the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, it's just new and just beginning. We'll see where that goes. I think at some point in time, there will have some level of interest in the Eagles. Kellen Moore, potentially maybe Jason.
Come on, Bobo. Guys are getting ready. You're ready to go now.
Very early on.
You better get one of those things you got in your head.
Yeah, Bobo won too.
Thank you very much. We're pleased to be joined by Hall of Fame, two-time Super Bowl champion, of course, with the Dallas Cowboys. And when this news comes out, you know this is going to land in your lap. Right? We were in Dallas this year for a couple of games. Look, the confidence about Jerry and Mike and what might happen. And now they've chosen to go in their separate ways. I don't think Mike will be out of a job for too long. But this
Sometimes being off a boy, huh?
In what direction do you think they ought to go?
Oh.
Well, I thought Mike McCarthy would be the head coach, so this is a bit of a surprise for me today that he's not going to be. And what went into those conversations that Schefter talked about, I'm not exactly sure, but it suggests that there's not a real plan. I mean, the fact that they haven't had the opportunity to maybe interview Ben Johnson and some of these other people. I think that what Schefter said as far as Kellen Moore being a candidate, that seems logical to me. A guy who has familiarity with the building, he's worked obviously with the Cowboys and with Jerry Jones, and they know each other very well. In fact, when Mike got the job, it was told to Mike that Kellen Moore would be the offensive coordinator, so that's how much the Jones family thinks of him. Beyond that, it's hard to imagine. As far as the coveted job, I don't know that that's accurate. It's certainly going to draw a lot of attention, but I think most football people that take over as a head coach, they want to do it on their terms. And that's hard to do. If you take a Dan Campbell, for instance, Dan Campbell, if he's with the Dallas Cowboys, it's hard to imagine that he is. It's hard to imagine that a lot of these coaches might be. So I love the Dallas Cowboys. I played there for 12 years. I wish them well, but to say that it's a coveted job, I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that.
But maybe it's semantics, and let me just be clear. I agree with what you're saying, because Swag, you look at that job and it's the salary, it's talent, and it's all the stuff, but you're also hamstrung to a degree by the money you've got stuck in a couple of stars there. You're going to have to pay Mike if you want to keep him. How do you view with that topic?
I agree with Troy. Therein lies, there's a difference in flash and substance.
Now you're flash.
Let's go, come on, Bo.
Exactly, and that's something we have.
We're done. We ain't doing no thing if you're not going to be able to find it. We're going to work out. We're going to work out.
Together and talk. But ultimately, when you look at this job, and I kind of sum this job up in this regard. If the owner is not going to change, are you willing to hire a coach with enough cachet to challenge you on not changing? And it's that is what's going to be best for the locker room and the guys that's playing on the field. We throw this word distractions around a lot. Things are happening and there's a lot of distractions going on. Distractions are part of playing in the NFL. That's not singular to any team in the league as far as having distractions. The difference is in Dallas is the guy that makes the decisions creates the distractions. And that is why it's so difficult and why I agree with Troy to say this is a coveted job. You'll take the job because they'll pay you $5-6 million. We're human. We understand that. But if you have a plan long term to win, implement a culture, change the way things are being done.
Hello guys, welcome to the chat.
You really have to think about as a coach that's taking this job seriously.
I'm working out again. We work out every day, huh, Dad? But to get back to the song, because we got sports things coming on and it's sports coming on. So we're getting pretty close. Jay's gonna start basketball in 2 days. Then tomorrow,
because that's what normally
the day after he's gonna start basketball.
You want the culture to be better. You want
Then if Jayda gets sick, and we're going to the gym.
Coach, so many times when Mike Tomlin comes
Sorry about that, guys, but when you go to the gym to work out,
He
Then
added his
after
touch to it, he had to make it his
basketball,
own. There is no
to
making
medal,
the Cowboys
Yep.
their own
she doesn't
as a
make
head
it.
coach. It's how do you
I was
fall in
on
line
football
and
next.
compromise
And
with Jerry
Jayda,
Jones being the
it's a
owner.
pattern, huh?
To Troy's point, it's
She's
a
next
coveted
up.
job because it's one of the
Already did my stuff,
people
huh?
want
Yep.
head coaches
Now
in the
next
NFL will have
up.
the spotlight and attention on you,
Next
but
up.
the attention
Now.
is squarely focused on the general
We're going to Caps
manager
after
and
this,
owner
Bo.
most times, and it
We're
makes
gonna
it very
Take a
difficult
drink
to
of water.
operate in a football
And
like
you
that.
always,
Cincinnati
if you have,
rivalry
Yeah.
is that
if
in
you
the NFC East,
have
everyone
out,
battles with everyone.
you could
I've
always
always
have to
loved
get
it.
water
But
to stay
looking at
hydrated.
it from the
Yeah.
outside looking in, how did you view that their circumstance as it related to
If
Jones
something
and the
special
coach
you
and
think
whatever
it's super
whatever
special,
that was?
it's actually not. It's very special. Things you can't sport it.
hard. Yeah, it wasn't like we dominated that match. We actually lost more than the Cowboys, even though organizationally we had more success. And I do think that Jerry, the way the organization is run, it just feels like that's more the issue than it is the coach.
Let's go
It feels
Cavs.
like, especially this offseason, they didn't make the investment in the free agents.
Cavs,
They didn't
Cavs,
make the
Cavs,
necessary
35.
really
Okay, that, yes,
and
that.
all of a sudden now McCarthy is kind of being phased out.
We do
I
awesome
also
workouts all
wonder
the
what's
time.
happened.
Yep.
Because it felt
Once
like
they get
McCarthy
big and
was kind of
strong,
being back. That's
and
what
my
it
muscles
was
good, I
happening.
got my
So what has happened?
calves good.
So what has happened when
He
he
had
It's
support
a workout and, you know why I don't calves? To make your calves look, yeah, this bone is called you calves. Huh? That's why it's called calves. One workout's calves. So it makes this one really strong.
Yeah, I don't think they would have spent the 4 days. If
So that's why they're
thought
called
that
calves.
this was going to continue. There was something in those
Push-ups make your arms
conversations. I've been led to believe that potentially it could have been the length of a contract.
Grab stuff.
Never got into the actual terms of what the money
Grab
would be,
stuff.
but if the
You can't talk and do your workout,
contract
no
deal
talk.
versus a
You
5-year
could
deal,
grab
is that
stuff
a go
with, if you do
for Mike
push-ups.
McCarthy, or where does it start? I don't know.
Catch the ball.
What looked to be a conversation that was going to secure Mike for a deal didn't.
Grab really heavy stuff and you judge.
Last minute in this case, I guess you got to the last minute. It was supposed to be Tuesday and it didn't, and now it's not.
We
So,
normally,
Well, I think coaching matters. In the NFL, I think we would all agree. I think coaching matters. Players should
it's
get
up to you.
both, but
So if you don't play
just
sport
bringing in
and
someone,
you
no
want to
matter
work
how
out, you
qualified
can
that
work
coach
out.
might be. And I'll
Instead
reiterate, I
of
think
watching
Mike
your
McCarthy's an
phone,
outstanding
yeah.
football coach. He's proven
Parents
it.
are allowed to because I'm a
He's won
busy.
10 games or more as a head coach, but you
Yeah,
also
some
have
do,
to
some
empower
do
that
bad.
head coach.
Some people just
That's been what has been missing in
some
Dallas
people
since Jimmy Johnson walked
they
out.
play games on the phone. And that's why I know kids like games so much. I know a fact because when I used to be on my old phone, I love games. I love Minecraft. I take a Switch. I'm missing it.
And look what it is when we're done. It's the Rams and the Vikings.
Yeah, T.A., go focus on the Rams.
We were going to, but then it lands in our laps. There it is. There's the sombrero. That's how Aaron Jones comes to work each and every day. What a
It's one or the other. One or the other, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go. Going back to Caps.
Okay, Dad.
Our squats.
Oh yeah, on that. One.
Continue. There we go.
Calves make squats. Oh, also make your legs strong. Not your calves.
Yep.
For your legs to be like walked up, for your legs to not be like I'm so tired it can't even stand up. Like,
Yep.
those squats are for you to stand up.
In 1/4 of an hour, your savings will cover.
For you to not be lazy. Work out for you to not be lazy when you grow up. Huh? If you grow up and you're lazy,
Doing right, Bo.
Guys got 15
but
minutes, good safety,
sometimes
50%
people are
of
lazy. But we're not lazy. We'll work as a family, huh?
That's right.
We used to be on phones, but that was like 80 days.
We're a unit. We all care about each other. We all share things. And,
Rated R.
yeah.
We,
That's craving Dr. Taco
We
Bell.
work out.
if we play sports, we could be mean to people. Wait, we're not mean. We're just gonna play sports and hit people and
Los
stab
Locos
them.
Tacos.
We're not hit people, but if it's time to hit people, we're not going to be nice to sports. But we always have to be nice to the alien families you have. Not even in your house, you still have to be nice, except for if you play sports. And also at school, you cannot fight anybody here. At school, you cannot fight your parents, you cannot fight your whole family in your whole entire world. But you can fight if you play sports. Like soccer, hockey, boxing you can do that. Football, and basketball. You can push people to your heart. And any kind of sport in the whole world.
It's about how many people you
You can push people.
Yep.
If you be the quietest person, you will actually be the greatest person on the team.
My Zen garden wasn't comforting enough, so I added peanut butter M&Ms. So good and comforting.
Go, Bo.
Good.
Doing counts.
That's not very sanitary.
One,
I'm a work in progress. Peanut butter
Three.
M&Ms.
4,
This game is unpredictable
5, 6,
and
7.
unbelievable habits. So if you bet, set
Guys, can I tell you to play football I watch football to play football, and I also dress up in the white stuff to play football. So that's how I do it.
5 immersive worlds.
Same thing with JaydaBugg. If we bring a ball to like play catch and Dad and me and my mom's team wants to play, but we normally mom and dad normally watch me play football with everyone.
Come on, Shy, get out.
PG writes, my team wants a new phone. How do I not break the bank?
We got the key. Xfinity Mobile was designed to save you money and give you
One's
access to Wi-Fi speeds up to 1
Cass.
gig.
So you get high speeds for low prices.
Better than
Squat,
getting low
squat,
speeds
squat.
for high prices.
Right, Chris?
Good idea.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, look at that.
Honestly, come on, get a helmet on this guy.
Xfinity Internet customers, ask how to get an unlimited line free for a year, plus
If you do a good job, normally give your teammates a 5. But when a game's over, you normally fight the other team, but not when you're playing. You're going against the other team. Same with the teammates. You're going against the teammates. You're not on offense, you have to get them. The other team, you also have to get them like block. It takes more than practice. If you go against somebody, it's literally against the Mustang, it takes even longer for a game. But if you have practice, it takes
Come on, Shy.
a half an hour.
Shy, baby, come
But if you play in a game, it takes 2 hours.
Yeah. Let's squat.
Final game of this wild card weekend is the Vikings.
Dad, you're in the league. Count.
Because of the fires in Los Angeles, the game moved here to Arizona. I have to believe that means that this will be a very purple crowd. Kevin O'Connell looking for a postseason victory here with the Vikings.
We're not lazy or nothing, huh?
In this stadium.
We're strong family.
They take on the NFC West champion Rams. Lisa Salters.
We're strong family, huh?
As always,
We're super strong.
so well all year. They have all in.
We don't care if so.
And Sam Darnold has
They get
a
their
rookie of the year.
We're not We're not scared of hard work or anything.
Well,
I'd say the biggest question going into this game for the Vikings center scout is how will Sam Darnold respond heading into the first playoff game of his career? Well, like you said, coming off his worst performance of the season. But I found out something interesting when I asked Justin Jefferson, who had the loudest voice in the locker room this week as far as helping the team to move on from the disappointment of last week and just making sure that guys were mentally ready for tonight. And without hesitation, he said it was Sam Darnold. He said it was Darnold who addressed the team immediately after the Detroit game in the visitors' locker room, telling guys that they had to use that loss as a learning experience, that they had to look themselves in the mirror and figure out what they needed to do to get better. And that
Let's pick whoever they want, huh?
win. Darnold said,
Duncan said, hey kid, it's time to work out. Hey, it's time for homework, huh? Because if you say no, there will be consequences, huh? Consequences with anybody. If you say no, you always have to say yes, mom, yes, dad, yes, madam,
is tonight.
yes, sir.
Yep.
And it's more important than that Detroit game.
No, it's
that game
kind of a bad wood. Huh?
Yep.
It's like a customer, but it's okay if you say no. It's like nobody, wants somebody to like touch or push you, you can say no. It's okay if somebody wants to touch or push you, you can say no. But your parents or anybody who's teacher, there will be consequences if you talk back.
Struggling to get a lot going.
They'll wait a lot. Guys never do that, please don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas Goedert has entered the chat. Carrington Valentine, sorry.
This was a great play though. Zero blitz, they get the football out. AJ Brown blocked, and it is not Valentine's Day. It is January. Ain't nobody bringing hearts and candies and all that.
Ain't no restaurant reservations. Stay your ass at home.
Green Bay did get an opportunity late. They were going to have to thread the needle and looking deep. Love is picked by. That's when y'all number one, baby. First one. I saw you had that T-shirt rocking in the link. And you can run up, play defense. That's the recipe. And we'll get to Philadelphia in a moment. The nightcap was the one close game we've had thus far. And if it's close late, the folks in Washington say we'll ride with 5 because she doesn't blink. How about this 3rd and 6, 12? Real fast in traffic to De'Armond Brown, who had a touchdown earlier. And then it got into a situation with clock management on first down where Washington could get another touchdown, another great throw. Look at that.
Oh, that was from yesterday's night, huh? We were going for the W?
Look at this. Elijah Kansas
Oh, for the Pilots.
monster, and he's chasing, but all he gets at 5 is the towel. He needed to get him on the ground, but you're not going to get him on the ground.
You mess up my great play, Jay Daniel.
Let's go.
I thought you were going for the
And
Pilots.
now it's Zane Gonzalez. They got it. And it's a good
I like the score, and I still go for
You see
the
how nervous this dude was before he kicked that. I thought he was going to miss the ball. He turns his hair.
Did we win?
Okay, all right.
Yes. Oh. 20 to 20 feet. We could have lost because of them scored, huh?
The victory, and this is what the graphic looks like moving forward. It is Washington and the Commanders with their first playoff win in
You could roll some,
Detroit Saturday.
It is like so much.
The Lions and the Eagles will be at home in the lake again. They are moving.
Like, that lets me for his judge, huh? Anyway, it's for him, huh? It's for a way for me to work out.
This guy,
Huh?
who we've talked about, Ryan, all year, when the situation mistakes are at their most, he is calm and excellent exclusively. I'm asking you to explain how he does that.
I absolutely can't. I'd be much more rich if I could. I always go back to watching him his freshman year at Arizona State. No matter what, the kid was just like this. And you think as some of the stakes heightened, he would be different, but he wasn't. When the Gonzalez kid hit the and then went through the net, he didn't even laugh to the net. There are two other teams in the NFC that make defense all 4 downs to get 6 yards. It's the Detroit Lions, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles have an unstoppable play. The Detroit Lions have a physical front and Ben Johnson who is creative. The Washington Commanders have Jaden Daniels. That's it. And because of that, they say you have to stop us on all 4 downs because when the stakes are the highest, our guys, the rookie, can execute at a level that your team cannot compete with. And they go for it.
This was my, it was my, that happens when you wear that for basketball, if you now
that can absolutely execute it. I'm reading this book right now called The Legend.
Nice.
This writer Mel Robbins, right?
What?
Something in the brain that creates fight or flight. And
One is a bad number, but
in the rest of our brain that
One's not
settles
bad.
us once we
That's not that bad.
Any is a good number, okay? Any
Except
is a
for
good
zero.
number.
Except for zero.
like the fight or flight little thing up in there. Y'all got to research it,
zero
but
is
it's in the book. Here's the thing, man.
But millions
If you look at all those
One's
plays
kind
you
of
just
good,
showed in the
two's kind
highlights.
of good,
Well,
three's
yeah,
bad.
like
Plays
it just
like the
started
first play of the game in the first quarter.
They're not always good and stuff for
Rare,
you.
man. It's super rare not to get caught up in
Couple
the
college
emotions
games will be
of the game.
starting.
Think about how this game was going. It was back and forth, defenses making stops. It was back and forth, back and forth. They couldn't get anything going on the
Wait a
ground.
9:45 God.
And in those moments, like we've seen this year, it's just a calming presence.
I was at
And I
29.
have a tremendous amount of respect for athletes like that. Like we see them more often in basketball, where you know a guy's gonna perform at a perform at a very high level. I never see him flinch. It seems comfortable for him to be in game winning or losing situations, which to your point, RC, is very, very odd. When you think about the stakes of a football game, it's win or go home.
And by the way, if you want to hear more from Mel Robbins, from the ticket tomorrow at 12 o'clock. There you go.
Let's go theory.
I thought the book we were going to talk about is intellectual. That's what AJ. What are you talking about? I got no problem with a man. There you go. Listen, I saw the passes on the sideline. That's a well-read book.
Everybody's on
That's a well-read book. He was
As long as his mind is in the game when he's on the field, that's all I care. I will admit, this is a bit unique.
He said he's call him BS just because there's a zillion cameras at every game. I got a book on the
I will say, I did
So
talk
why
to a bunch
would
of leaders after the game. They said he had been
And
doing that.
when the God, he grabbed me, then it screamed on his body
Somebody
slam,
also said
then I tackled him,
really good at
then
football.
he said,
The
come on.
nerve to pull up out on the sideline.
That's how you know?
Jason, you were there. The offense wasn't great.
First of all, I was like, when he fast on him, then he tackled Arnold, and he said, oh, like
He was
that.
playing phenomenal. The defensive line,
And he's like,
Old Smith, was wreaking havoc up front.
but why am I
Secondary
going
played really well.
and
And
don't
then
mess
the
with
ball still really well with
Lucas.
second.
That
Obviously, they're going to
Lucas,
need more out of Jayda.
he was crying.
If they're going to hope to shoot.
They-
They know that.
Keep going.
I'm chalking this up to first game back.
You do,
Concussion.
yes, huh?
For some reason, this style of defense, we've struggled with in the past. It's the same similar style to San Fran and Seattle. These four-down defense plays, cover three. I don't know what it is about it, but we've struggled in the past with it. And I just think next week we're going to see a market.
Yeah, but again, the low-scoring games, many low-scoring games.
You have to
this week,
sort
the
it
ability to run the football,
this
the ability to
way.
trust your defense. That recipe is
This, then we're done.
We fall in love with lots of other things during the regular season. We put it well. It travels and it wins, especially this time of year. Philadelphia.
But you said I will only put my
It felt like there was a lot of like
sort it off.
like
Then
straight
put
down the
up.
field. They need to get more back to these crossers.
Ready?
No question.
Yeah, but you know what? They got 60 more minutes of football minimum to sort that out. All
They
right.
good.
That's what the hands
Thursday,
are bad.
February 6th,
Things don't
Stars
correct.
will be out in New Orleans to kick off Super Bowl 59 weekend. Find out who takes home the game's most prestigious awards, including
I'm thinking
the
to play
Walter Payton
football or
NFL Man
basketball. What's
of the
funny about
Year.
JKRC, we going?
Don't miss NFL honors hosted by Snoop Dogg
I'll
on
go with you.
NFL.
We're
That's
going to come down there. Coming to New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans.
Then I'm gonna start off.
baby.
Let's go like
No.
Part of, you know, what Jayda Daniels has got a good.
All right,
I'm
one
gonna
countdown,
play football
continuing.
forever till I'm
Minnesota,
16.
Los Angeles, Monday
They
night.
let I might choose, but that's gonna be lofty views, huh?
Get more.
Past
Is
10.
brought to you by Geico. For savings and service,
Eggs.
get more with Geico.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. A large one-topping pizza is only $9.99 at Papa John's.
3 different crusts.
Any topping. Get the go-to that never gets old. Get a large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Ever again.
One
camera. Tell the camera what's up.
Hello guys. I'm doing some workouts. I like doing workouts. That's it. I got a golden shirt. Right here, it's golden. The sides of it is golden. I got squishies. Apple collection. I got 4 squishies now.
Cats are shopping for better.
That's a lot. Jayda got 2. Jay got 2 squishies. I got 4. I have lost more.
Yeah.
I don't keep giving me one, but I say, hey, you better give me a football one. And he said, I don't have no football one. I said, you better buy one.
With a side of friends, sizzle, pork.
I would give you soccer and I said, never mind.
A Chewy order is
Buy
on
little
the radar. Who knows that sound?
Give me a job, though.
Kibbles
Give me jobs.
and recipes. Delivered fast at prices everyone loves. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Bye, Peter. Bye, Coach. Everybody, fighting me.
Hey guys, there's a change in the air.
2 changes.
2 changes.
The Hero Luxury because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
Yep.
I want to go to
What's wrong?
Some like the
I really want.
Pop-Tart.
Ah!
Okay, I'll only be gone a couple days, Rumi.
I really want
I'll
another
put all the important contact info on the fridge.
Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe the day after, or maybe never.
Enjoy that sweet USAA service while I'm gone.
I know how to get
Or maybe 1 year.
I can file a claim or chat right in the app.
Good idea. I should have.
Today be good, or today be bad. Or today be kind of good, or kind of bad.
Wait, dry eyes still
That's not gonna get you
Hey, Dad.
wine like that.
with
I'll set you down and do a wine.
drop that forms a
Kinda
protective
good,
layer for
kinda
the number
bad.
1 cause of dry eye.
It
Too much
depends.
color evaporation. For relief, that's
Yeah.
Me or
remove contact lenses.
my
before
toy.
using eye boat. Wait at least
Well, it
30
doesn't really
minutes before
depend.
putting it back in.
It
Eye redness
actually
and
depends on
irritation
making
may
good.
Here we go again.
ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo. Spoons, they're out. Panera's new Ciabatta dippers are ready. Each healthy sandwich paired with a perfect portion of soup is made to dip. Go for the French dipper or spicy chicken dipper. No spoon necessary when your sandwich is built to do the dipping. Only at Panera for a limited
Spicy
time.
chicken dipper.
So I need some NFL song. What do you think of when you think of the NFL?
You on Monday night. Let's do Monday night. Dun, 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 dun. Do-do-do. Ba, ba, ba. Dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. Ba, 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 ba.
Great.
What's great about people is they'll do dumb stuff, and then dumb stuff becomes great stuff. You put it all together, and it equals great stuff. They call it Late Night Fridays, 1 a.m. Eastern on ESPN
I
Plus.
love you
We're
and
streaming the next
you
day on
guys.
ESPN Plus and YouTube.
I kind of want to be like nice
Fun
people.
coaching matchup tonight. Sean McVay into the playoffs 6 times. No wonder here's a Super Bowl winner as well. It's a whole lot he's done and not a whole lot of time. Kevin O'Connell seeking his very first playoff win.
Scott, I remember when they said the Rams wasn't going to the playoffs for 20 years.
Yeah, well, they were wrong.
They were wrong.
They did too much, Swag.
Yeah, they did.
They brought too many free
They tried to-
Adam Schefter joins us once again, and it's rare, Adam, that we have a coaching matchup where there is a little bit of overlap and a connection between head coaches and staff. What do we got working tonight between O'Connell and McVay?
Well, Scott, there's a strong connection between these two coaches.
Kevin O'Connell was Sean McVay's offensive coordinator when the Rams won their Super Bowl in Los Angeles. Sean McVay recommended Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings job. And even these two head coaches wound up speaking this week before this game was moved to Arizona to get each other's thoughts on moving here. So clearly,
Yeah.
the other one is good. And finally now,
Let's go.
Kevin O'Connell finds himself in a similar position because his defensive coordinator, Brian Flores, is expected to interview the Jets, the Jaguars, and the Bears. And there's also a request to interview the Vikings assistant coach, Josh McCown, from the New York Jets. So there are a couple of Vikings assistant coaches who now find themselves in a similar position to Kevin O'Connell when he was on Sean McVay's staff. And to remind you of the big news today, Mike McCarthy out in Dallas. Cowboys now launching a head coach search. McCarthy expected to interview the Bears and Saints with their now in 7
against the Broncos.
It's amazing. Think about this on the way out here. You basically see the entire league turn over the course of about 4 years. Not every team, but the numbers, it is remarkable. 7 at the moment. Adam, appreciate the time. As we will continue looking back at the wild card weekend action, Bo Nix, a rookie quarterback on the road, and it looked like it was going to start for him the way it finished for Daniels. It was a touchdown pass that gave them a 7-0 lead, but then here comes Buffalo. This is a 4th and 1. Ty Johnson, his quarterback, being the best third down back in the league. Why did it look like Denver wasn't even on the field to Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Stone Cold makes a great throw, and then Ty slides in the back of the end zone for the catch. They go for two, they get it, and then Allen finds Curtis Samuel, who makes the move. This is a good Denver defense, and it surrendered 31 unanswered to Buffalo. They advance to the divisional round for the 5th straight season, and that means we get it. Both the coaches were talking about it. This is what y'all wanted, right? Yeah. Couple of MVP favorites who combined for 89 total touchdowns. They won fewer than 10 turnovers. The Ravens did not just beat the Bills, they stopped them earlier this year. Ran for 271 yards in that game. I took a look. We're not going to get that one, but it's going to be about 90.
Almost get it right.
And look, I think we understand, fellas, that one of these quarterbacks is going to lose, which is going to add another page to the what they haven't done in the playoffs. So those stakes are understood. And then there's the MVP conversation about which is which, and if one has a better game, then should he be your MVP?
It's a war. I can't go.
Where do you start? What wins this game? I'm about to say something that's not sexy. I think what James Cook has been doing for the Buffalo Bills is underrated. And you mentioned Ty Johnson, but there's also Davis, where they rotate through in that backfield, and the run game has allowed Josh Allen to not have to go sicko mode every single snap. And then when you watch the Baltimore Ravens play, it's impossible to watch Derrick Henry get into the secondary and punch Mika Fitzpatrick in his face, man, and not say this is different from what we've seen in the backfield for the Baltimore Ravens throughout the years. And so the defense that can make the other team one-dimensional, even though that one dimension may be the best dimension
Monday.
That's Lamar and Josh Thanks. I think it goes a long way to allowing your defensive coordinator to control and call things that help you win in that department.
I don't really have anything to change. It's going to come down to who can make the team one-dimensional. And I don't know how anybody can stop Derrick Henry without running the ball your last touchdown. He looked like a Clydesdale running through the hole. Somehow he looks healthier than everybody at this point in the year. He looked phenomenal. This would look great too.
Can I pull a Marcus real quick? Can I pull a Marcus? Go ahead. Can I ask a question, Scott? Please do. Jason, you played with Carson Wentz, right? And then you guys had to figure out the run game with him. Were able to do that. And then once you got Jalen Hurts, added element of the quarterback run. How does that help out the offensive lineman? Because you'll have that in this game for both teams.
Well, it helps out the offensive line, but it also just helps schematically. It gets the numbers.
I remember there used to be a door here.
Quarterback's not a threat. Add an element to the box.
We're not fun.
What? Design quarterback runs. It just adds another element that they have to do. And then on top of that, you use RPOs, you really got in zones. It makes people play strong. I think that for the offensive line, it makes your job much easier. Because you get into good angles.
Because if you watch the Pittsburgh Steelers Jaguars were a complete hell this weekend, and to see when Matt Milano being healthy, Bernard being healthy, you wonder how that can affect the
Y'all Super Bowl year, y'all did that to San Francisco. Greenlaw and Warren.
It neutralizes backers that flow quickly. They want you to be under center. They want to be able to flow. You're a gun, all of a sudden I can't leave my zone. Otherwise you're going to slam right behind my head. It neutralizes for sure. Then when you're not doing it, you're actually just doing the run. Then they're slow to the run. So it's a great neutralizer and really is to the benefit of the line.
We will be divisional weekend game on our end. The first game on Saturday, that's Kansas City. And
the free now.
Beat round, and it's the Arrowhead Invitational once again. Look, that's what it is. They're 2 wins away from getting over the Super Bowl. They're going to be big favorites in this one, and if they can win it, await the winner of the showdown. This team, they looked awful. And then that defense went absolutely.
It's coming up in shots. Downtown is like 1 week cut.
It's a rematch of a week 16 game that Kansas City won.
Go ahead, Bobo.
That defense enough to give them a chance.
Yeah, the offensive line for Kansas City has gotten better. They've progressed. I think the offensive play calling has helped them in a major way as well. But JK knows this as well. Defensive lines and offensive lines can win games still in this league. And they can create enough havoc in order for the quarterback, one, to be uncomfortable, but for everybody else to feel sped up. And that's what Houston did for the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert was so sped up. He threw 9-10 passes without stepping into the throw because of the pressure and because of the semblance.
I think Walgreens just shut down at 8 o'clock.
So it could become an issue. Now the
I couldn't get it.
However,
Walgreens shut down.
Is over there. And I
in the morning and at night.
Both of those guys
are
dominant, especially when it comes to the playoffs. Is that deal and that rapport can actually take care of the rush. Because they are so on the same page. One, Travis knows how fast Pat needs to get the ball out of his hands. And Pat understands that I don't need Travis to be fully completed in his route in order to let the football go. So it's going to be very interesting to see a cat and mouse game be played.
What's the biggest luxury of having lived in this place for as long as the Chiefs have? Just the understanding that it's going to take your best for 60 to beat us. Because they face deficits, it doesn't matter. What's the biggest luxury?
That everybody else thinks they got to be perfect.
Yes.
Like, talk about it when we on NFL Live. Your teams against Kansas City lose the game. Kansas City beat them in the fourth. They panic.
Bring it.
I think the other luxury is just being in that situation. 100%. They have been in so many crucial 2-minute situations in the regular season, playoffs, and they have continuity because they've had success. So they have so much wealth of experience together to operate in crucial moments. There's no wonder why they do it so often.
The historical cachet that comes along. I will say this, to the best playoff 2010, we're down 21-7. Walking off the field, Coach Tomlin puts his arm around me, and he's like, watch how epic this comeback is going to be.
And I actually did
wholeheartedly believe.
All right, you're good right there.
And then what happened? We won. Well, we look forward to being there Saturday, 4:30 Eastern time. Shout out, heads up to the kingdom. We're coming back. This is round 3 back.
We've been there all season.
Hey, it's a great venue, incredible fans.
Why you didn't say the degrees?
It's actually going to be around 20 some odd. You'll be all right.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, so it's good. Tomorrow. Get you one of the belly shirts. Get you a mesh half belly shirt.
Give me your waist. Off your leg. Well, that's what you're smart.
Just provided by Goodyear. All right, well, we continue. Joe Buck in the booth. Normally I have a chit chat with him. Well, slide over, Van Pelt. There's a much more important person to talk to, Joe, and that's the NFL's commissioner, Roger Goodell. That's next on Countdown.
Spoons, they're out. Panera's new ciabatta dippers are in. Each nicely sandwich paired with a perfect portion of soup is made to dip. Go for the French dipper or spicy chicken dipper. No spoon necessary when your sandwich is built to do the dipping. Only at Panera for a limited time.
Game's changing. What drives the game never will. What you have inside. Gator, is it in you?
Sorry, give me that.
That's not going out.
You can't just suck that face up.
I'm so good and stronger.
Okay, but pull it.
Yes, I can stay away. Go me, guys. You gonna go further down? Can we stay just a little bit longer?
I can't believe
Back.
they're leaving. Like, who would ever want to leave this paradise? Ooh. Do I miss my other house? Of course I do. But do I regret my decision to stay in paradise?
Go back one.
Absolutely not.
A paradise you'll want to lose yourself in. Book your escape to Celebration Keep, Carnival's
Go.
exclusive paradise.
Under the bed.
Go, flip it, flip it. Come back this way.
Then developers
Get under it. Pick it up like you normally would.
a lot of code. If an application needs to be modernized, then you'll need time, resources, and
One more back.
If this sounds daunting, then use Watson X Code Assistant. Built with IBM's Granite Code Model, it's AI
Right there.
designed to multiply developer productivity so you can generate
Take a
code
water break.
IBM. Let's do it.
Subway's got a new meal of the day. Chips and a drink for just $6.99.
Yeah.
Or if you're big hungry, make it a footlong for only $3.
Go, go.
Oh, big hungry. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. Find your fresh. The all-new $6.99 meal of the day at Subway.
Let me see.
Imagine.
Sit down on your bag.
The greatest team of all
Sit down on
time.
your bag with cookie
When
tea.
they come together to understand each other. All people. Doesn't let us fast, prevent them from having
Right there, on the floor.
protects everyone's right to chase a dream and opens doors to second chances. Who wouldn't want to be part of a team like that?
I'm looking at the door. I swear I'm not good at
Pass the
homework.
ball right. You got your hands, you get hit in the face with it.
I'm not good at walking out on the couch. I'm good at walking out on the
As the
couch
final
for
team
home.
take the field,
I'm not a good.
You're only in first grade.
and in the
Yes,
end,
I know.
I mean, first graders are really good at
done
home.
something no other team.
I'm next tall.
Scoot up a little bit.
I'm next tall.
Paul.
Yep. I'm like him.
The college football playoff national
He
championship.
was watching. He was good swords. And also good fun. And not good, you know.
Welcome back.
Not a good thing. Whoa!
My bad.
Presented by
Too high, too low,
the
too skinny,
Sports Bar.
too big.
But it's
Rams
push
and
ups.
Vikings in the
Bushy!
in a bunch. Go back to 1969. Into the end zone for the go-ahead score. Bob by fans. Fans used to run around the field. Get a ball, get out of here. What are you doing? I'm not kidding, man. Got very little respect for the rules of society. Final minute, Roman Gabriel, the MVP that year. That's what he was play by Alan Page, a member
Come on,
of the
dude, push us.
Purple Eaters and future Minnesota.
Slam that ball down.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Keep going. Don't worry about her.
To beat the
You're
Browns.
pushing the ball. Look at the wall. You're pushing. 35 of them.
Yet again, franchise is going to be 4 times in the 70s, including a pair of NFC titles by Minnesota. It's been a quarter century almost to the day since the last meeting. Greatest show on turf, prevailing 49-37, and that was 5 touchdown passes from Kurt Warner, enough to overcome a 9-catch, 188-yard, 2-touchdown performance by one of the all-time great pass catchers, Randy Moss. All right, we are inside an hour away from the conclusion of this wild card weekend here in Arizona.
Okay,
And
catch.
our thoughts are certainly with those in Los Angeles and the brave folks on the front lines continuing to battle those fires which have displaced so many and forced the movement of this game here Los Angeles. You see Matthew Stafford honoring those as he'll get set for this game tonight.
Your beard look like that. You are not
I'm
supposed to
enjoying
be
this
that
stuff. Even though
I tell him I call you Gray Beard because
Did
he
you
is Gray
get
Beard. Right? He's still got the talent, and he'll be going up against the guy who's got Donovan. Oh, hey! He plays for them.
No, when you get class,
When you hit the shoulder pad,
when you get your class down and put it down, you hit that.
With the Rams tonight.
Cardinals whip.
So odd to see the
I see his
signage
sword,
of the Rams.
knuckles,
Division rivals, but just how much
nose,
do the Cardinals pitch to help make this game a reality tonight for Los Angeles?
Well, yeah, Scott, the league really wanted this to feel as much like a home game for the Rams as it possibly could. And the Cardinals deserve all the credit there. They sprung into action as soon as they realized that the Rams would be coming here for this game. They sent two of their Boeing 777 planes from the Rams, got them here, did everything they could to accommodate. As you can see, they had 200 gallons of paint flown in for the field. We'll actually see that in just a moment.
I'm not good dwell, but
Come on, practice, get up.
800 pounds of prime rib that's been flown in here. 2 to 3 days notice to be able to do that. 50,000 tickets all sold out in one day. They also
had to practice today.
So every single thing that the Rams need to do, practice, being inside the locker room. They had to convert the lockers over. In fact, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s locker is now Puka Nakua's locker here as they prepare for this game. It's just been incredible to see the way that they've handled it. And I mentioned them painting the field in the colors that you see here. They had 200 gallons of paint that had to be driven all the way from Leland, Mississippi, 1,500 miles. That arrived on Saturday, and it's been all hands on deck here as they do everything possible to make this feel as normal as it could for this Rams team. You see him painting the field there. Sean McVay said, look, we know it's not the home game that we expected it to be, that we thought it would be, but we're not making excuses for any of that. They've kept the schedule as normal as possible, and the one thing for the players has been that they've had their families here with them. That's helped when it comes to especially how heavy their hearts are with everything going on in
48 minutes.
Salute to all that has been done. Talking about put on for your city. That's what this Rams team will
Actually, I'm on 68.
as they play this game with their minds and their hearts. Basketball. From down on the field up to the booth. Join
was that 1 minute?
Commissioner Roger Goodell. Joe, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Scott. It's a pleasure to be able to talk with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Want to drink water?
You know, Roger, after this week of really unimaginable tragedy and devastation in Los Angeles, I can't imagine the pride you feel being the commissioner of the NFL to turn this around in 5 days when we made the decision to have a playoff game happen here in Arizona. It's been a Herculean and remarkable effort.
Well, you know, there's so many people to thank for that, Joe, and you're right to start. What the people in Los Angeles are going through, the devastation, the loss, the heartache for all of us feel for them. We knew the game couldn't be played there by Thursday. The public safety and compromising in any of that was not something we do. And we wanted to make sure the focus for the first responders was taking care of the people that are struggling out there so much. And so when we made that decision, the league comes together. And we have preparations for what we call contingency plans, includes 2 stadiums every week. And this was a perfect fit as far as the location for the Los Angeles Rams fans. And I'm proud to say 45,000 of them made the trip over here, which is just extraordinary to me. But everybody came together. Michael Bidwell and the Cardinals are at the top of that list.
Yeah, I had a chance to speak with Michael a moment ago. It is truly remarkable sending 2 planes to get the Rams staff and personnel and families. And in some cases, I think he told me 6 dogs and 2 cats. But the level of detail, just to make the families feel like they're welcome here in Arizona, has been unbelievable. And other owners reaching out to donate big-time dollars to help people in Los Angeles.
Guys, come on, get out here.
Well, Joe, you know, we like to say the league is 32 clubs.
Come on.
And they compete, as you know, very hard on game days. but they come together and they support one another, and they did that here. Every one of them, had their hands out, their arms out, whatever they could do to provide resources to help. Again, Michael was at the top of that list, but both clubs could not have been more cooperative, and it can't get done. And I got to give a hand to my staff. The league staff has just been unbelievable. They just jump right in and they get it done. And so we're all proud.
Laura Rutledge went through some of the detail with just getting the exact paint that's needed to make this feel as much like a Rams home game. They earned a home game, and because of obvious reasons, they don't get it. So they're here, and so many little things have been done to make this feel as comfortable on game night as it can for the Rams.
I think you'll see it tonight, Joe. I think you'll see it, and I think you'll feel it. As I say, 45,000 Rams fans are here. I think you're going to feel that sense of support, and I think everybody is coming together to support Los Angeles. And one of the things we wanted to do by playing in this game tonight is send that message to the people back in Los Angeles that the NFL, this community, every community in this nation and around the world are there to support them, rooting for them, and is going to be part of bringing LA back. And so our hearts go out to them. But I think this will be a celebration honoring the people who are out there really fighting the fight and hoping for everyone to get back quick.
Yeah, and finally, we are going tonight to give ways that people can help as they watch an NFL game. I know the league is doing everything that it can with its tremendous platform to help the people of Los Angeles.
The Red Cross has been extraordinary. The way they help the communities.
Push that back and forth.
Those disasters around. They follow the needs.
Let's roll it. Come on, Bo.
And they've been wonderful to provide that to those communities that need it when they need it. And it's been great partners for us. And so you'll see that tonight a lot. We saw it over the weekend with other games. So we'll see that continue because we're in this for the long haul to support this community and celebrate how wonderful this community really is. They'll get back.
This is a fun time of year in the league. The reality is hit hard this week. And from all of us at ESPN and ABC, thank you for stopping by and thanks for making this transition to Arizona so seamless.
Well, thank you for being here. And you're the platform. It'll give us a chance to speak to all those people tonight. So thanks, Joe.
Commissioner, thank you. Scott, back to you.
Appreciate that, gentlemen. It really is remarkable. Late last week, we got a great text thread. Given the importance of what's going on, can't imagine it will be in Los Angeles. We're not.
I need to walk you. I want to
to here and have it be have it feel like
go Bo, get it. Look. Home busy. Hi, Hano, Joseph. The little champs are working out, getting nice and strong right now.
Hello.
It was week 8, and
Someone asked where the
the
little
Rams
champs
coming
are
off a
at.
victory over
Hano, I think.
the Raiders,
Say Hano, right?
and it was this game against Minnesota where things really began to turn around. Matthew Stafford stepped up behind Cooper Kupp. And you recall the way this game started, back and forth, up and down the field, and LA had to answer. They did. Demarcus Robinson had a pair of touchdowns, and it's a 28-20 game. This was significant because that's a face mask, and somehow they missed it. I don't know how you possibly missed the man's entire head. Hand was on the back of his jersey.
Is there something under this house?
30-20 was your final.
Is there under secret door?
That we gave
Where is it?
Secret door underneath the house.
Where?
LA started running for you. Remember, look, they lost.
Jump on it. That's underneath the house.
Oh, is that for the tornado happened?
Yep.
Just long enough.
We go back there and we have to hide from the tornado.
Yep, go.
Because this house is open in the door. Then we kind of play.
You're both going to self-scout. What worked, what didn't, how do we stop it? What value is the result of that game for both these guys?
Well, I think the value for Matthew Stafford is...
Let's go. We're almost done.
The last
games he's played, he hasn't thrown for 200 yards, no touchdowns during that time. And Matthew Stafford that night was on point. When you look at the way he used the entire football field, he's going to get the most on the other side of the field. And the Vikings are going to do a great job of rolling into cover 2. Tutu Atwell is going to run a sail route. Now Matthew Stafford is reading Griffin in the flat. He takes the out route. Watch this layered throw right over the hands of Griffin, right in front of Gillum. Now, this is going to be a play where we're going to see Matthew Stafford use his legs. This is something we're not seeing. Cooper Kupp is going to have the in route here. Matthew Stafford is going to take rush. Watch this move by Bernard outside. To put pressure on Stafford as he escapes to his left. We're going to see the same way he escapes to his left. Cooper Kupp is tied to it. Matthew Stafford breaks this tackle. Watch this throw into the end zone. And here is just a play that displays arm talent and understanding. Middle of the field safety, press on the outside, eye the safety down, throw the football in the perfect spot to Demarcus Robinson for one of those touchdowns. We're going to have to see some of that same sort of play from Matthew Stafford if they expect to beat the Minnesota Vikings tonight.
So we were just talking about, this was kind of like the catalyst for the Rams to now go on in this season that they can. The big reason for that was this guy right here.
Yeah.
They get Puka Nacua back. He is such an important piece for everything that Sean McVay likes to do from a creative standpoint. They motion him, they move him all over the place. He's out wide, he's in the slot. They create mismatches for him. They create problems in the running game. They had a great design last time they played the Vikings to attack this 6-man front that the Vikings like to play. They kept doing the split zone, winding receivers back, getting them involved. I thought Sean McVay and the Rams had an outstanding plan last game, but this is what's fun. Now we're going to see how the Vikings adjust. How do they? Because they know that same stuff that worked last time is going to get tested again.
But it's interesting also, Swag, right? Like the Rams aren't the same at the moment. They haven't looked the same of late, right? And I get that everything's fluid, everything changes. And Minnesota's coming off its worst game as well. So I mean, how much of what we saw week 8 even has is valid tonight?
There's some validity, Scott, because as players, you understand what guys do, right? Like you brought up DeMarcus Robinson. That was the matchup that they eventually got to, that they liked, which was a big reason they won the game. So in turn, Minnesota is saying DeMarcus Robinson can beat us if we play them the same way, or if we give them those same type of opportunities. I look forward to seeing Brian Flores play. And he was watching because the snap motion from Sean McVay push your defense so bad. It creates so many angles, so much distortion.
Turkey bowl, right?
That you got to either make a decision that we're going to try to crack Matthew Stafford head open, or we're going to play coverage. I'm going to be super interested to see how that takes place. Because if Matthew Stafford has time, brother, it could be a long night for this defense in Minnesota.
It was the last time. We'll catch backs on both sides of the football.
Go to your knee and throw it.
When we continue,
one knee on the ground.
This Minnesota team is
one leg up.
trying to win a big game.
There you go.
I mean, down with us.
This Vikings team is playing for something bigger than itself. And that's
Stay up.
all the way. As countdown continues.
That got to be Swansky. That's a Swansky.
Alright, let's pick it up and walk it back and forth.
Okay. 3 more to go. Now 2 more to go because I finished first.
Pick it up.
2 more?
We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up and walk it. Yeah, like that.
When life calls for a food cup with peanut butter M&Ms.
Tell me about all the ingredients of that.
Are you going to do it?
Lemon juice, we have
You're walking back and forth,
and we have red onions, jalapeno, and avocado. And we hand chop everything every morning. You'll know how real it is because of how it tastes.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love stargazing, hate parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy. The Lexus ES didn't begin in the studio, it began with you.
Clap. Nobody has to clap.
Are you 50 or older? Well, this news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia.
Dude, I have ice cream at
Even
you.
if you're healthy, you're 6 times more likely to be hospitalized. So schedule at vaxassist.com.
Traveled all over. Kelly bundling home with car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact.
You did yesterday with Jayda easily.
We just had a moment.
Yeah, but today.
Spoons, let out. Tomorrow's meat developers are in. Each healthy sandwich paired with a perfect portion of soup is made today. Go for the French dipper or spicy chicken dipper. No spoon necessary when your sandwich is built to do the dipping. Only at Panera for a limited time.
Pop-Tart, crazy!
Tap into the game and your people. Tap into an entire world of sports.
An ESPN Hockey Night primetime doubleheader.
It's going to be sick here tonight.
Nothing better. 3 years in a row, the Panthers have been an elite team. Those two guys really lead this charge.
Ravens, Panthers at 7. Oilers, Avalanche at 9:30.
Let's go, Bobo, whenever you're ready.
Find a seating solution that adapts to your lifestyle. At Living Spaces, where we offer a variety of modular sections that are flexible, functional, and versatile, which change and rearrange configurations to fit your room and meet your needs. Small or your big thanks to components that come together in many ways. Our modular assortment has tons of different styles, so there's something for everyone. Discover why modular is so popular and experience it for yourself, only at Living Spaces. Living Spaces.
At Subaru, we're all about adventure. Getting you to the places you love so you can do what you love. Making fresh tracks, tearing up the terrain hard, driving untouched corduroy. That's why nothing handles winter roads to get you there like a Subaru. Right now, when you buy or lease any new Subaru, you'll get 2 season passes. Tackle Copper Mountain's high alpine terrain and world-class bowls. Or choose Eldora, conveniently located near Boulder, Colorado. Head to SubaruMakeTracks.com to find your retailer.
Welcome back to Monday Night Countdown, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
It's been a dream season in many ways for Minnesota. Kevin O'Connell, perhaps the coach of the year, 14 victories, very nearly the top seed in the NFC. But underneath all the success, all of the victories, this is the team that is carrying with it a heavy burden. Michelle Bosner-Buck joins us now with more. Michelle?
Hey, Scott, you know, they say that you don't need a lifetime in order to form a lifetime bond with someone. And that statement could not be more true for the Minnesota Vikings and the former guy that they drafted in the first round of the 2024 NFL draft, Tyree Jackson. Tyree's promising NFL career was cut short by an unimaginable tragedy, but the lasting impact that he made on the Vikings organization in such a short amount of time will forever be remembered and celebrated.
I promise you we will make sure you are with us every step of the way. This season and well beyond.
His light has brought us together.
Come on, Bo, 2 more.
Thank God knew what he was doing when he took part in that team.
You got it, Bo, go.
The Minnesota Vikings select
Kyrie
Jackson.
Well, I actually did. One more. There's one more to go, huh?
He took a chance on me, and
Dad,
I'm always forever indebted to him.
Tell me about the first time that you met Kyrie.
His first day here, he came right up to me and started asking questions like, what does it take to be great in this league?
I remember going up against him, and he shut me down. I was thinking, like, this guy's different.
From the first conversation I had with him, I fell in love with the kid. What I didn't know is just how much he would connect with not only the rookie class, but a lot of the players on our team.
He fit right in, and he was so excited to be a part of that program. Just 3 weeks before his first NFL training camp, Kyrie Jackson returned to his hometown of Upper Marlboro, Maryland. In the early hours of July 6, 2024, Kyrie and two of his high school teammates were driving along Route 4 when a car swerved into their lane and collided with their vehicle.
What I remember is getting a phone call from Kyrie's girlfriend, and she just said that Kyrie was in an accident. And once I got there, I asked the police, like, what happened? And